What's up, gamers? Rio Pacino for the Reboot here. You know, rhythm-based games have been the rage lately, and if E3 is any indication, there's no signs of the genre slowing down. Now, on this show, we're going to feature some of those games at E3 dedicated to rhythm-based creativity.
Wii Music is our new, really immersive musical experience game. And with Wii Music, it's all about the experience. It's really collaborative, and multiple people can come in and play up to 60 different instruments. And it's just a really fun musical experience where you can come in and you can either play exactly note for note the song, or you can skip a note or add 10 to make your own really unique song. There's up to 50 songs that you can play. When you're playing the instrument, you're using the remote to emulate the movement that you would make if you were actually playing that instrument. So when you're playing guitar, you're strumming like it was a guitar. When you're playing the drums, you're hitting like you'd be hitting the drums. There's a kind of a collaborative mode where you can play anywhere from 1 to 4 players. And that's where you just go in and you play along with the songs. And like I said, you're as creative as you choose to be with the song. There's a drum tutorial mode where it actually teaches you how to play the drums, and you can later transfer that skill to a real set of drums. But then there's also a jam mode where you can just jam along and just freestyle with music.
The big thing for us was to, is all about the songs. By end of year, we're going to have 500 songs available. So that's all the songs you bought for DLC for Rock Band 1, all the 80+ songs from Rock Band 2, another 23 songs free for download for Rock Band 2, and then we're going to give you the ability to export almost all of your songs from Rock Band 1 over. So the number there is just kind of staggering. Part of it is we wanted to add some new things to them, and part of it we just wanted to make them better, a lot more durable, sturdy. So for the kick drums, for instance, we changed the rubber on the pads to be quieter. The kick pedal has a piece of actual metal in it, so it's really durable and will take a pounding. We now have cymbal input jacks, so you can add cymbals to your drums. The guitar, we changed the strum bar, so that's a lot more durable, a little shorter throw. Buttons are quieter. It looks amazing, because we had this kind of like wood grain finish to the neck and sunburst to the body. And the coolest thing for me is in the guitar is this auto calibration. There's an optical sensor and a little microphone, and instead of having to calibrate manually with your TV, because all the AV systems have got all this lag and latency, now you just hold the guitar up to the TV and it calibrates it automatically for you in like 30 seconds. World Tour is now online, so now your friends from all of the world, you can form bands and play the whole campaign online. And all of the DLC that you buy gets worked into World Tour as well. So as you're working through the World Tour, you can see our new Battle of the Bands mode will actually be in the World Tour. So you'll be playing through, you'll get to a city, and you'll be like, oh, there's a battle happening here. And that happens to be like that day or that week's battle.
This is called Rayman, Raving Rabbids TV Party, and the whole premise of this game is that this time around, the Raving Rabbids take over television. Like, they're in like every channel, and you get to like go through and act crazy, and it's driving Rayman crazy, basically. So it's just another weird and wacky and crazy and fun game. There's a new mode called Dance, where you can actually like do some awesome dance moves. I'll give you a little demo. There's this, and then there's this, And one of my favorite mini games is called Beastie Boarding, where you are on top of an ox or cow-looking animal and you're boarding down a mountain. It's awesome. You get to do cool tricks with it. This is different in a good way. Like, there's just a lot to offer. There's more quality within the mini games in this game, and people are gonna love it.
It's a popular game from Dreamcast in 2000. It's been updated for the Wii. Obviously, it's perfect to use the Wii remotes like maracas. It makes absolute sense. There's some new modes, there's some new content, and there's a new look with some 3D environments. Some tracks from the original game. There's also over 20 new tracks as well. That's the most obvious right away. There's also a new mode, as well as getting to play maracas like you would do in the original game. There's also a hustle mode where you get to dance with the maracas as well. You'll see a little guy come on screen. You have to follow his moves, so you've got to wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Do a little bit of John Travolta, you know, shake to the side, that kind of stuff. We actually purposely went for not doing the peripherals because we want people to be able to play straight out of the box. It's a rhythm action game with music. We don't actually need to invest in peripherals in right now. Can't say whether people will want to make their own. I'm sure we'll see some fanboys making their own maracas to stick to the top of the controls, but right now we just want to go with the Wiimote, the Wiimote and Nunchuck.
That's a wrap on this show. If you want more on The Reboot, go to the Reboot blog at www.rebootshow.com. The Reboot is also on MySpace and Facebook, so make sure to check that out as well. And if you want to play me online, you can either on Xbox Live or on PlayStation 3. I'm Rio Casino for The Reboot, and we'll see you next time.